Pokemon Day this year was a bit weird. Firstly, we didn't see any in-game footage for anything big this year. The biggest new game we saw was Pokemon Legends ZA, but we will talk more about that one later. The overall feeling of the Pokemon presents we got this year was a bit more slow and deliberate, and I think that might be one of the best things for the future of Pokemon. Let's dive into what was shown on Pokemon Day, and why I think Pokemon might head into a better direction now. I first want to talk about the mobile version of the Pokemon trading card game. This game looks really great. The art on the cards looks really clean. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket also makes Pokemon card collecting more accessible, as it provides 2 free packs per day. With removing the cost of entry into Pokemon cards, way more people will start to collect these. Brilliant business move by Pokemon there. I am expecting there to be microtransactions for buying more packs, which is why they even give out 2 free packs a day. If more people get into mobile Pokemon cards, more people will buy them obviously. Something else I think is great about Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket is that it will make the whole game behind the cards easier to access. I have had Pokemon cards all my life, but I never knew how to play the game behind it. And I don't know anyone who knows either. So the mobile game would handle all the rules for players. Because of that, the base of entry is lowered even more. Overall, the mobile version of Pokemon cards is all about making anything Pokemon card related more accessible to everyone. Next up, I quickly want to talk about Pokemon Sleep. I honestly didn't even know this was out at this point. How does this even work? Like, I am really confused about the whole premise of this. Maybe I should try it out. Oh, and they also added Raikou to this game apparently. Yeah, no, I don't even know why this game is a thing. If you want to see more videos about everything Nintendo related, go ahead and catch that subscribe button. Now for the big thing of this Pokemon presents. Pokemon Legends ZA. Firstly, I am excited for another Legends game. Even though Legends Arceus isn't that great from a technical and art standpoint, I still had a lot of fun with the changed up gameplay style. I do wonder if the new game will even have the same gameplay style as Legends Arceus. Given that the game seems to be entirely based in Lumio City, I feel it's hard to make the same gameplay work. Except if they make it into a really big city, of course. A bit similar to something like the world of GTA. From the trailer it looks to be a futuristic style of Pokemon, kinda like the opposite of Legends Arceus then. Another argument for a future theme is the title. ZA is AZ backwards. For those who didn't play Pokemon X and Y, AZ is a character who is closely tied to the past. This could mean that ZA stands for the future. While we are on the topic of the title, the A in the logo looks awfully similar to something else from X and Y. Yeah, I think the ultimate weapon will play another big role in this game. At this current stage, I don't feel like I can judge this game at all though. The trailer did not show any gameplay footage, and it didn't even show anything that can even represent what the game could be like. Instead, we got the stylized look of Lumio City that reminds me a lot of wireframe mode. Here is an example of what wireframe mode looks like. It's basically just showing the outlines of the polygons. Now let's talk about what this year's Pokemon presents could mean for the future of Pokemon. The Pokemon franchise has had a trend over recent years where games seem to get lower and lower quality while trying to be more ambitious than the previous one. What Pokemon really needs is to slow down and just focus on creating a good and polished game. Game development takes time, and with their yearly releases, Pokemon has not been taking their time and is just rushing games out one after another. The most important takeaway from this Pokemon presents has to be that there are no big releases this year. For the first time since 2015. This doesn't necessarily prove that Pokemon games are on their way to get better again, but it is at least a good sign that things might start to move in the right direction. I quickly want to talk about my absence these past weeks. Soon after completing my video about the Wii, my PC broke down. It took some time for me to get a replacement, but it's finally arrived and my videos are up and running again. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see ya in the next one.